Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Foul Play Podcast, starring Ryan Messina as the alchemist Professor Niles Cronin, Ain Willems as the totally human and not anything else mysterious warrior Anti-Paladin, the delightful ray of sunshine Simri Stalish as our local gal, our European out-of-towner from Carrying Crown.
Ustalav.
Thank you, Ustalav. Playing Dimitri, the Oracle, by Matt Witt. We have
playing Nikolai, the Oracle.
Nikolai, the Oracle. That's what I said.
Sure it is.
That's what I said, Dimitri. Know your place. Jay Tamlin revising his role as the infuriating Luca and introducing a brand new character. Infuriating to some. Welcome back to, I believe this is probably episode 9. How time flies. Well, last we left I don't even want to call you heroes because I don't have to. You're not heroes. The party. You had visited the Archbaron himself. A delightful fellow with infinite patience and pockets, and you guys picked an hour, afternoon, dinner, or possibly evening, as Rislargo, intended for more people, catch him in the act for breaking curfew. He's done it once, and now there's a warrant for his arrest. And you also want to track down a certain Riley Kells at the Last Stand Tavern, a bard who's been singing about this mysterious angel knight. So 2 things on the agenda. Did you guys want to hit this place day, dinner, or evening? That is the question.
Evening, for sure.
Evening.
Catch them in the act. What time is curfew? Was it a solid time? Or is it like when the sun goes down?
You'd have to pull up the actual... We'd have to pull up the
decree.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure I've got it here somewhere. The actual decree.
And as the decree decrees, I decree by the decree that the decree says, I hear a decree.
I do decree.
You do declare. The Archbaron's decree had several things to say about time, gathering, and such. There was, by order of his lordship, Delarius Fex, Archbaron of Longacre, yada, 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 God save the Queen, Western Gate, known as the Castle Gate, is to be closed until further notice. All travel in and out of Longacre must employ the north or south gates and be officially sanctioned. Only the Archbaron's agents, hey, that's us, sanctioned local businesses, and those displaying a writ of passage bearing the seal of House Fex will be granted such passage. All others must obtain a writ from the Longacre notary or do business elsewhere. The citizens shall not congregate in groups numbering greater than 6 in private or in numbers greater than 12 in public. Exceptions will be made only for families with more than 6 members for their individuals undertaking the natural course of their business. Gathering for purposes of celebration, education, or religion are not exempt from this. So they've had to, no big funerals, no big, Sunday sermons, that kind of thing. A curfew is now in effect from the order of after dusk to the hour before dawn. So let's say the sun sets the proverbial 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, maybe even 8. So
okay, but what if you're a dude who walks around who takes everything down a tone as far as darkness goes? Could I roll in when it's all fine and good, and with my dim thing, it'd be around me, it'd seem a step darker?
Well, see, now that would just be evil.
You saying you want to go in there in the middle of the day and walk in and make it look like, oh, look, sunset came already because you're darkening the room? Or if it's
no, okay. So basically, now that I'm level 2,
yeah,
Nikolai has an aura, like it's a cantrip called dim, but he's just gonna have it up all the time.
okay.
So in a 30-foot sphere around him, everything's down a step.
Okay.
For light. So like,
well, a tavern
becomes
a tavern at night is lit by, like candles or whatever, but they already know it's nighttime. Like if you want to roll in there right at sunset and go, oh, sunset's over. Haha. It didn't take an hour.
That's exactly it. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe slight change of plans, like instead of going at night,
but you
catching them, like roll in when they still think they have time.
Okay. There's lots of windows in a tavern. If you only have a 30-foot radius, it's sunset for everyone on the east side of the building. The rest of you But as far as being the classic bad guy and rolling in going, oh, your tail light's out. That's fine. That sounds like this is the way you're going to roll. And sure. Oh, look at that. The sun is set, gentlemen. You're all past curfew. Sure. What are they going to say? Are they going to doubt their own eyes? I'm sure there's one guy in the back and be like, but I could see out the east window, the west window. Somebody closes the blinds. Sure.
Blasphemy.
Okay,
the sun is literally in the sky. It's over there.
Yeah. What's going on? All right. I will drop my headphones and allow some evil secret planning for just a moment without the DM's ears. Just you and the good old public. Roleplay amongst yourselves. Any other ideas? So the DM isn't like accused of, countering. You know what I mean? Because the way that the way the townspeople act is scripted. Whoever wrote this adventure is expecting Gestapo behavior, and they tell me exactly how people act depending on what kind of level you guys crank this up to. So like I said, I'm not countering anything. I'm just rolling with the adventure. So feel free to plan amongst yourselves. I'll be just a moment.
So we can sell feel-good potions, but they're actually just charm person potions.
Okay, so we're gonna
Targeted
approach
yourself.
the tavern from the west. That's the first thing. And I need to see the map to know. Like I kind of need the map to figure out.
Which one building is it? Do we know?
Did he pop up a map for that
He
one?
did pop up a map, but
He did, but he didn't have a key.
it's
Damn it.
probably one of the decently bigger ones.
I think so. It's gotta have a number on it, right?
My guess would be like maybe 19.
Centralish. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So figure very rectangular.
Trying to
base.
remember, because like we've been there before. That's where the dude threw the chili at us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember because he
Okay.
pointed it out to us.
And
before.
that's when we sell, and then the market will be so inflated, we'll have platinum, and then gold will be worth so much less because it's a good conductor, but past the point, the platinum will just outnumber it.
Ryan's going off because he just saw me come back on camera. And we're back. So,
Excellent.
ladies and gentlemen, if that is your real name,
I am the spy.
I may be a man, but I ain't gentle.
the Last Stand tavern is number 8 on the map here. So drawing your attention to the right side of town, kind of in the center there, next to the open patch. See that? About 14.5.
Yeah.
Waiting outside, like I just picture you guys, like you guys get your chariot or your coach, right? You guys roll up to the edge of the wood and just kind of hang out there. Wait for it. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, let's go now, right?
What's 14? 14's a forest field.
What is south of the
Yeah.
tavern?
Actually, it would be west of the tavern. If you look at the compass rose in the bottom right corner of the
yeah.
map.
Yeah.
Oh, it's another
Yep.
sideways map, right? So north is to the left. Oh, I hate it when they do that. Why don't they just turn the map? Really hate that. Oddmere's Tonics. So there's a tiny little building. I'm guessing 14 is actually the building that's under the 14. That is just some open space, like a park. And Oddmere's Tonics is the tiny little orange building below the 14.
Yeah, and this is like some super pharmaceutical, like
Okay.
Yeah, like those are just, there are 3 open patches of like a town square or like a,
And where are we coming from?
you guys are coming from the, where is it? The top, the Scarlet Crown, like the woods.
Okay.
Off the top right of the map there.
And number 3 gate's the one that's to remain closed, correct?
Yeah, that'd be the West Gate.
Okay.
That's also the one where you guys found that old couple rocking chair and, shotgun in hand. Oh, we're minding the gate kind of thing.
Yep.
They did you one solid. You notice how the road is painted straight through 2 of the gates, but gate 3, it does actually look like the road stops and then there's the brown building in the way. It's actually because it's an archway castle gate, but it also an instant, it's also the gate
Recognition
that
of
you
what-
guys took on your way outside of town to the tannery. Now, if you do notice, there are buildings and farms scattered all the way around town practically on every compass point. At least 2/3 of the circular compass point of this town has outside town walls, building structures, farms, etc. So, anyway, getting back to the task at hand. You guys wait till the proverbial sunset hour.
Yep.
Roll up in style right in front of the Last Stand Tavern. And I will pull up the tavern for you now.
Oh, dude, it's 100-foot radius. I'm sorry, not 30. My bad.
Ooh, that'll be helpful.
Mhm.
Do you guys have where are we here? Where's our tavern? Do. As you guys are bumping along in style, did you guys want to go straight for the tavern, or did you need to stop anywhere else?
I don't know.
You don't know. You guys
I'm
have.
sure we have the.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sure we have the key on us. So long as we've opened up the jailhouse or have the ability to open it up as quickly as possible, depending on how many people we're going to throw into prison tonight.
Oh yeah. I mean, did you guys want to stop by the tea house and get weaponed up?
Aren't we
Yeah.
always?
Yep, that's probably a good idea. So let's go to the sheriff's place first, like our new headquarters. What are we calling it? The tea house? No.
No, the tea house is the rundown place. I don't know. We've just been calling this the jailhouse.
Jailhouse. Yeah, we should go there.
It's
Arm ourselves up.
the sheriff's office.
Sheriff's office. Yes, that's actually our new base. We're gonna rename it. Haven't decided that yet.
What?
Fair.
Well,
Call-
throw
call-
your
call it-
suggestions
Call
in.
it new base. Not the old base. It's the new base.
It's coffee house.
Yeah. Put a poll out to the peoples.
Yeah. What should we call our new base of operations?
Yeah. Castle Grayskull.
Sure.
Fortress of Solitude.
You guys get out like a sign and just start. You know what I mean? Like literally, like have the painted over.
The Very Lonely Inn.
Yeah. All right. Everyone grab a crossbow, a sword, a shield, dressing in armor or whatever you guys bought, take some time to suit up. And I'm assuming this is how you guys are ready and willing to go.
And able.
Yep.
Yeah, I have my. Yep. Okay.
Yeah?
I think so, because no one has. You said there was a wand that you guys found, but no one's handed me any. So
Oh, did you identify yourself as an arcane caster, gaming all your magic stuff, or?
I mean, I literally casted mage armor as we were walking into the place.
That would be
Well,
on,
that doesn't mean anything.
that would be up to
That's fair.
to the former party members. So, who has possession of the wand of nastiness?
I thought Nico took the wand.
Yeah, I probably did.
Can you use it? Are you willing to part with it?
Yeah, I'll part with it for sure. Because I think using it wasn't.
What
a
is it,
thing
by the way?
for me. I think it was something I was gonna have to look into.
Did you guys not get the email? Rapidly scrolling through copies of the adventure, going back to the jailhouse. This.
I don't
What
see anything in the
is
party
email?
inventory. I kid. Yeah, what was it? The wand?
Looking.
Hello?
I'm looking.
Oh, okay.
You're killing me. Sent all this
Sorry.
stuff. Now we're live and I'm scrolling. It's like, ah.
I don't have the email either.
Yeah, I didn't get an email that listed the stuff we had.
With the long acre stats and stuff.
Ooh.
Painstakingly September. Going through each mission and listing all the items, but no. Cure light wounds, blah, blah, blah. Potion. A wand of shocking grasp. With 16
grasp.
charges. All right. Make a note, page 23. So, with the map of the tavern up, scrolling down to the bottom left of the map patch, the Last Stand Tavern, okay, its general layout has been sketched out to you by Rislargo, so no need for Fog of War, because he literally had the building plans. It's a very simple setup. There is a very large deck that wraps around part of the building, dominates the front and around to the side, a main entrance with a tap room. There are 6 large tables at each seat 4. When you walk into the place, the door is on the right, and there is sort of that, that open space that allows for people to take their coats off, weapons check, type of thing. So the tables are staggered. Along the wall on your left that you just cross through are 3 large tables, and one is literally crammed in the corner, so it only seats 3, not 4. And then if you headed straight towards the back wall, the other 3 tables are staggered a little bit to the right, so that they're, diagonally. Okay? Behind the 2 tables that are in the distance, there actually is a bar with stools, 6 along the front, and the bar wraps around to the left to the back with 3 more stools. On the very left side of the bar, where this entire place is kind of a big rectangle, there is a stage with steps leading up to it in the pale wood that you see on the left. In the back corner, stairs going upstairs to rooms. Behind the bar, there's a curtain which leads to the actual kitchen, a back exit. And there is a main entrance to the kitchen, a door on the right of the actual tap room. So really 2 entrances, exits. There's a back door and a front door. And there's upstairs windows. And as you can see, there really isn't any kind of windows in here. So the whole place is lit by candles and lanterns and such. So you come in And Nico immediately makes the room go from a decent lighting because of multiple dim lights down to a romantic dim. But unfortunately, there is no sunset glaring through any window for Nico to call the time on. However, you guys roll in and the whole place goes dim and everyone goes, oh, romantic lighting, and they all smile.
And Barry White starts playing in the background.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, baby. Let's get it on.
All right. Well, I'll start by having a good look around.
Okay. Going in at night.
With a perception of 8.
The perception of 8. The rest of you guys all stagger in and fan out? Or is there anybody wanting to remain outside or back entrance or any of that kind of thing?
Yeah, I'll watch the door.
Okay.
I'll absolutely be inside, but just leaning against the wall.
Zimri, when you say watch the
Oh.
door, you mean like you stay posted at the door inside or stay outside on the deck?
Yeah, like I'm doing that annoying thing where I'm just like leaning on the door frame. So 1 foot in, 1 foot out. If it goes rough, I can retreat, but
Okay.
if anything tries to come in from the back,
You're blocking the door.
yes.
Now, are we talking the front entrance or the back door?
Probably the front one where we came in through, and I would probably signal for Inram to take the back one.
Oh, right. Inram can do it, or I can send up
Yeah.
Demos.
Don't think we'll have anyone running out the back door. Would be more pertinent to have me up front as an enforcer.
That's fair. Demos, could you go watch the back door?
A backpack or slight pouch, even the back of Luca's hood, suddenly erupts as a raven that looks entirely made of stone hops onto his shoulder, gives him a nod, and actually chirps immediately. And even though he's made of stone, right, flies off.
I mean, doesn't he just kind of like hop?
Yeah, well,
not that far.
he flies off, right, and then you just kind of get that sailing arc where it's like down to the ground and bounce, and goes heading off as directed. As you guys hit the deck,
Doom, doom, doom.
Nico is already inside, setting the mood lighting, and as the rest of you guys file in, I'm assuming Professor Niles is also joining the party.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last one in is Simmery, and as she said, she blocks the door. You guys fan out. Everyone's looking around. Perception all around.
17.
And
I got an 8.
yeah, I got that one. That's why I'm asking for more. Anyone else?
Anybody
12.
else?
Anybody else, right?
Oof. Cold. The dice are cold today.
Yeah. We look around.
Knowledge local.
Battered shields and dull pole arms decorate the walls of the Last Stand's tap room, overlooking the tavern's bar and tables. A small stage rises to the left of the bar in full view of the room. And as you guys take a head count, because it is, past sup or past sunset, you guys start counting the people. It's wonderful. There are 16 people in here, plus Riles and Bulgart. Everyone is bustling, drinking. They've already finished meals, and the place is lively because on stage, giving some kind of litany, we have, and I'll just give me 1 second to show you the guy that
Blasphemer. Blasphemer number 1. Present yourself.
showing you the guy. This is the guy. You the guy? Yeah. Are you the guy? Nice. He's the guy. I love this picture. I thought
I hated him before. I hate him even more.
I thought
He deserves to be in the pillory.
Gerard Pendergast, the wild guy from our Age of Ashes, that guy was over the top. This dude, it looks like his Pilroy sailor hat ate a crow or still fighting with one. Like there's these black feathers sticking out of this, you know what I mean? It's almost like there's a crow on his head and he squashed it so hard that the wings jutted through his hat. That's what it looks like. Okay. The guy has a shock of blonde hair swept back over his ears, almost making the man look elven with pointed features. He literally has the eyebrows raised, blonde eyebrows, a great big pointed chin, perfect white teeth, beady little bluish green eyes, and a purple cape on one shoulder, red collar, yellow vest, black pilons, and red shirt. Like the guy is just throw up worth of color. His brown and gold hat with those terrible black feathers. And I swear, the picture, it looks like he just said Futurama style velour.
He's the troll face. He's the
Sir?
embodiment of troll face.
Kind of reminds me of is it Prince Rupert from Shrek?
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally, like I'm getting that vibe.
Okay. Now, when you guys walk in, he's in the middle of a dialogue.
Oh,
Destiny
what's his dialogue?
is a gift. Some go their entire lives living existence as a quiet desperation, never learning the truth of what feels as though a burden pushing down upon their shoulders is actually a sense of purpose that lifts us up to greater heights. Never forget that fear is but the precursor to valor, that to strive and to triumph in the face of fear is what it means to be a hero. Don't think, become. And there's that one, like a couple of people are like paying attention to him, but not really.
So Nikolai will walk forward. Very good, very good. If I may take the stage, my friend.
He looks at you curiously and he leans into you like you're a fellow performer, because you actually do have a very exotic look. And he's like, "What's off, man? I booked the house. I really got him on a roll. Don't harsh my mellow."
I don't. And so Nikolai reaches up and adjusts his armband. And he says, "I don't think you understand, my friend," and casts low blow upon him.
Okay.
The return of the low blow.
Anyway, he, ignoring you, sweeps a hand, throws his purple cake over his shoulder, and draws in a great big breath to start another speech, and then just this terrible squeak comes out of the man, and he folds in half, and he literally is chin flat on the stage at eyeball level of everyone, bummy in the air wiggling, with his hands tucked under his groin, just kind of sitting there going, "Yeah." As Nikolai slowly and purposely ascends the stage.
Friends and compatriots, I see you are having a wonderful evening of festivities here, but may I remind you that this town is currently under a curfew by order of the Baron. I suggest you leave for your homes now. All but you, and he kind of kicks Riley, and an individual by the name of, I can't remember, Brahms? What was his name?
The proprietor?
No, the other dude.
Yeah, Bolgart Kagan, the guy you're supposed to arrest, is the owner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's the guy that
Perfect.
he's the guy that started slinging chili at Simri and the Inquisitor when you guys put the.
Yeah, so he's like, I suggest you all head to your homes. All but you, and he kicks Riley. And Bolgart. I need to have words with you both.
Okay. So, drawing the crowd's attention, it sounds like you're using diplomacy, so can I have a diplomacy check?
Yes.
Gain their attention, leans in, full round action, do your big speech.
Come on, baby. Big number. 24.
They gripe and grumble, but they start getting up, finishing their drinks, pounding them down, at you. But yeah, they start filing out of here. Where are the rest of you as the crowd? Now, this is going to take a few moments as the crowd starts filing out because there's 16 people in here, but they do start, one and all, getting up, finishing their drinks, wolfing down the last cinema roll, putting on their coat, that kind of stuff. And it looks like, Armband Captain has convinced them it's time to go to bed. So where are the rest of you? I know Simri's at the door.
Yeah, like a bouncer counting them as they go out.
Sure.
I would have moved up slowly behind Nico and moved into this little alcove next to the staircase.
Yeah, so
in case anyone tries to rush him.
Yep. Okay, so you're in a position to go around the bar to get Bolgart, but you're also in a position to just take a couple steps and jump on the stairs in case someone goes for him.
Yep.
Okay, Professor, where are you?
I sit by the where the bar meets the wall.
The very first chair,
Yeah.
where you're
Fair enough.
the door to the kitchen is not too far on your right.
Yeah, it's over the top, but definitely on the.
Now, are we talking the 3-pack near that wall or the 6-pack?
6-pack.
6-pack near the curtain wall. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, assuming you notice I haven't dropped any minis.
No,
we're
talking hyperbole.
Yeah,
it's all hyperbole.
I don't want to provoke anybody by dropping minis on everything. Okay.
Where were you standing exactly?
Yeah, exactly. No, just an idea. Okay. Just an idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roughly exactly.
Bolgart comes out of the kitchen back room, with the latest whatever, right? And is standing there agape. And he catches, the last half of Nico's declaration, and people are leaving. So he moves to the corner L of the bar, right where the 6-pack ends and the 3-pack begins, and slams down his tray, right? So he's 10 feet away from Rom and 20-odd feet away from Nico in the bar. He's right in that little jut there, slams down his tray, and starts yelling at you guys. Get out of my place if you know what's good for you.
And as soon as he starts yelling, Nikolai turns, points his finger at him, and inflicts pain. And while he's doing this, says, I told you if you gave us any more trouble, we would have words.
Okay. Do I get a save?
Yes, let me get the details.
Now, we thank Fantasy Grounds for being our sponsor because they have provided us with quite a few Pathfinder.
DC 15 Fortitude.
Thank you.
For partial damage.
Okay. Quite a few Pathfinder first edition books, which I am using. So we thank Fantasy Grounds for their sponsor. But in case the audience is confused, Hell's Vengeance is not for sale through Steam or Fantasy Grounds. I have populated this out of PDFs by hand. Another great feature of Fantasy Grounds that allows you to load up your own stuff and maps, right? But I don't have NPCs for the combat, so I'm going off of you old dice here and notes and the module in front of me. So with my decent fortitude. Oh, what a crappy roll. 10.
Total of 10?
Total of 10.
So that is fail.
Okay.
And he takes 2d6 of non-lethal damage plus 2.
Okay.
So 2d6 plus 2, so that's 7 points of non-lethal damage. And the target suffers a -1 penalty to attack rolls, all skill checks, and ability checks for 1 minute.
Okay. So you cast a spell on the stage. And point a finger out. So you're there's that
my hand at him, and it starts to glow with a dull red glow.
Yep. I'm assuming this is verbal and somatic.
This is verbal and somatic.
Okay. Is there an attack roll or just straight phase save?
Just a straight up DC Fortitude partial.
Okay.
15.
So you select your target, your hand glows. That's what threw me off. I thought maybe it was a shoot kind of thing. You needed an attack roll. Pointing his hand, little finger glows red. A little bit of prayer. And you just see him waver. Like stagger a little bit, grip the bar for support, and veins popping, and he grits his teeth. Man is obvious in excruciating pain. And will suffer a -1 for how long?
1 minute.
Nice debuff, dude.
Mhm.
And non-lethal. So proud of you.
Non-lethal.
Well, if there's 16 people, like, you just shoot them. Okay. We're arresting the body, so yeah, no. Well played. People are still filing out, but there are people that are, shuffling their feet, taking note, and kind of watching now. I believe that
well, come on, guys.
is
Move along.
is a call for initiative. Because you attacked him, you hurt me, and I won't have it.
All right.
So,
Press the button.
actually, there should be initiative buttons for you guys.
20 for a 22.
14 for a 14.
18.
Also 22.
16.
Nico, Luca, who am I missing here? Rom. Sorry for the short form, but it's,
Oh, no.
Niall,
I'm fine
Simri,
with it.
Rom. Okay, I'm going to put, we'll call this guy Bulgart.
Rolls, everyone. Good rolls.
Okay, Luca, what'd you get?
I got a 16 on the roll for 22.
And Professor Niles got 20 total?
16.
Okay. And Simri got total?
18.
Okay. And Rom?
22.
Sorry, I didn't have these guys populated fast enough for them to accept your rolls. Nico? Got what?
I got a 14.
Okay. So we'll say your spell is the proverbial surprise round, and we'll just go straight out of the gate. So anyway, he takes a hit. Ow. And we roll for initiative. It's obviously with his little +1 for initiative, getting a 12. So he's reeling. Put him at the bottom. Now, -1, that even goes to initiative, doesn't it? Because initiative is a roll. So yeah, I'll just give him 11, just for safe keeping.
Does Kells need a roll?
Kells is on the ground.
He's only sickened for 1 round.
Yeah, I know.
It's just a cantrip, but it's a fun one.
It's
It's Nikolai's favorite. He's a sadist.
Yeah.
Bolgart looks infuriated, like he's going to do something. Kells stays down. So starting with the round with Luca, and going to a little bit of battle music, if I can dig some up here.
Nice.
Luca, you are up. Rom, you're on deck. Luca, what do you want to do? And I will start dropping the lovely minis. Where was Luca? I think I lost your position. Where were you standing?
You never asked for his position.
Sorry, that's right, because you sent Damos around the back, and I was confusing you with the parrot. So, where are you?
Luca would probably have joined the professor at the bar.
Okay. Oh, you're huge.
I am.
The mighty Luca. Well, obviously that's a problem we can't attest. So staying within theater of the mind, you guys have relative positions.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6 on 1. I'm sure that this will
being right beside the professor. There's a chance he might notice this.
Okay. Go ahead.
My eyes quickly flash red, and I cast Disorienting Quake on the proprietor.
And that gives me saving throw, or do you need to do an action?
That is a fortitude save. which I will boost. So that is a 16.
You will boost? What do you mean you will boost?
I am an exploiter wizard with one of my exploits being potent magic. I can spend a point from my arcane reservoir to increase the DC or the caster level of a spell I cast by 2 as an immediate action.
Cool. This takes like points from reservoir or what?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you did that before with the charm person. I think you boosted that, did you not?
I did.
Okay. So, I won't ask a rude question of like how many points you have in your reservoir, but just so that the audience knows.
I have enough.
That the ability is something that is labeled, tagged, and diminishing as you use it. So
Yes.
saving throw 16 for moi. Fortitude, you say?
Yes.
16 plus my fort. Success.
Um,
Is there any side effects like half damage or anything, or?
Nope. Fortitude negates.
Fortitude negates. Okay. Very resilient. First time your magic, I wouldn't say failed on a human, but there seems to be a lot more to this Bolgart bartender fellow than possibly meets the eye, because that, a 16, it's boosting your magic, not playing into the number a little bit, but this is an effective spell. You've dropped horses with it. So the fact that this guy's resisting it, even with a penalty to his save, that's pretty impressive. Rom, you were up. Simri, 1 little, 2 little, 3 little tavern guys, counting as they leave.
I would like to turn my attention at the end of my turn to the crowd as they're leaving.
Okay. Nikolai did not hesitate. Buddy came out of the room, like I said, halfway through his speech, answered immediately, so everyone got up, and I'll even say, out of 16 people, 4 have left. 12 remain. 6 of them are near the door. 6 are still taking their sweet-ass time. And people are still funneling out, but they're kind of like, ooh, what's going on, right? Rom, you're up. What do you do? Simri, you're on deck.
I will reach down, put on my mask, and then yell at the proprietor. Do not raise your voice at us. We're just enforcing the law.
Okay.
You were the one to follow it.
Is this an intimidation to demoralize?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
A 19 on the dice for a 26.
Ooh. And what penalties do I suffer?
You will become shaken.
Another -2.
Yes.
Just stacking the...
And then the DC I needed to beat was 10 plus hit dice plus wisdom modifier. And if I beat it by 5...
With 26. Oh, sorry, there's a marker? Okay, sorry, go on.
Yes. So if I beat it by less than 5, he's shaken for 1 round. And then by every 5 I've beaten it, he's shaken for an additional round. So...
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I'm looking to hit.
Well...
He's at least shaken for 2 rounds.
Yeah. Okay,
So
I'll track that. I'm just doing the math here yet. Okay. Nasty, but well done. All right. Blah. Simri,
Yeah.
you're...
Making sure that the people who have left are staying outside, and then looking at the people who are dragging their feet. Take out a sap, start just doing the classic cartoon. Come on. Move
Cop
along.
with the bully club.
Intimidation.
Okay.
So
You
that would
go.
be
Red light, green light. It's all green light. All green light.
Let's go, people. Nothing to see here.
14.
Okay. Okay. The 4 that have left, take your hint and don't stay on the porch and try to peek in a window, whatever. They just head off into the night. If we didn't see anything, nothing happened. We're not witnessing anything, so they bail. They are gone. The 6 that are, roaming, right? Giving the proverbial DC of 11. I'll get you 3 extra guys with your 14. So of the 6 that are on their way out, the 3 closest to you, hurry up. And you get them out the door and on their way even sooner than, they had intended with your little display. Anything else from Simri? Did you want to move or anything, or are you just happy to... I'm assuming you can't block the doorway, but you're close by it. Going, let's go.
Yeah, no, I'm shuffling them out the door.
Okay. Out. Professor Niles, you're up. Nico, you're on deck.
Is there anyone who's squaring up on the map?
Sorry?
Is there any opponents on the map?
Right now, everyone's leaving, and they are laying spells and threats into Bulgard, who seems to be reeling at the moment. Though the man does look like he's getting ready for a fight. Because I went for initiative, it looked like Bulgard was, getting really upset, reaching under the bar maybe to grab something or whatever, and then he's reeling from the pain, and then Rom laid into him.
All right. Is there a map that we actually have tactical?
I would have to pause.
No. All right. If I could then walk over to Rom and use enlarge person on him.
Okay. Giving a door is 5 foot, 10, 20, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, if you're on that last chair, he's at least 50, 55 feet away from you, I'd guess. So you need to be a double move to get to him. Unless you can cast that at range.
No,
but you can get in position if this goes sideways.
Yeah. Range. Close. Wait, range? Is close.
Nico.
Actually,
Well, he's deciding. What are you doing, Nico?
I am going to.
Like, Professor Niles is obviously on the move, prepping a spell.
Yep.
Whether he gets it off this round or not, we'll get back to him.
Rom's still in that alcove near me, right?
Yeah, Rom's at the bottom of the
You have
stairs.
a weapon, Rom?
Not drawn.
Not drawn?
Yep.
Just arms are still crossed. Just
Do you have an obvious weapon, like a big sword or something on your back?
sword hilt sticking out with the spiky shield on the back.
Okay.
Sword and board, man.
Just curious. It's good to know.
Nope,
It's good to
sword
know.
and board.
I'll try, I'm going to try and low blow the bartender too. Why not, right? And that is a DC 14 Fortitude negates.
Okay. 17 total.
Negated.
Is that including the 3 penalties
Yep.
to the saves?
Yep.
Oh.
Actually, with the -3, because I rolled a 10. He actually has +7. He's pretty fortitudable. -3 total drops me to 14, which negates. So it was a close one. But no, I don't mind the reminder because there's a lot going on, especially when I'm doing this from scratch. So
Totally fine. And he's going. I'm going to go and walk and stand beside Rom.
Okay.
And kind of keep my eye on Barty guy on the ground.
Okay.
And that's me.
So, Professor, technically you got there before Nico's exit the stage left with his whoop, got you again. Did you find a range for enlarge? Is it touch? Is it personal? What's the range on this thing?
Enlarged person is range of close, 25 feet plus 5 feet for every 2 levels.
There you go. So whether you have with 2 levels, you get up and you move anywhere from 20 to 30 feet to close the gap and cast.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm assuming your intent though is to pretty much get over there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
put you at 30 feet, which basically, if you just count the bar stools, is almost 5 each, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
You're almost at the corner of the bar. You cast on Rom, and Rom gets bigger. Then you
I would actually choose not to get, or to actually try and save against this.
Sure.
What's the save for that, Doctor? Oh, well.
There might be a condition that you're just plain willing.
I don't know, actually.
10.
Either way,
No one resists the doctor, the professor.
Oh,
Yeah.
I end up getting large.
Hold on. Just let me double check when I actually have the infusion to share my potions.
Okay. So, with all this jumble going on, coming down to Bolgard himself, okay, taking the penalties, not in great shape, but certainly not a wuss. The man rallies, okay? Now, since you guys are congregating in a corner, I don't necessarily want to be, whammied, and I'm getting hit with spells, so he replies by picking up heavy things underneath the actual, heavy crockery and stuff, and starts whipping it at you guys. I've been hit twice by Nico, and I actually have been around, not your regular simpleton. So, ow, spell, ow, this. I mean, I do live in Cheliax, you know what I'm saying? So Nico's going to be the target of a toss, and I'm going to chuck a bottle or pot. I'm going to chuck a pot at you. With...
How's his vision, just out of curiosity?
Sorry?
So, we're in low light vision right now because it was
low
normally...
light vision actually just doubles the range of what you can see. So if they have a light source that gives a human 20, you get 40, right? So if there's candle operas and everything everywhere to brightly light the place, you've brought it down to dim lighting. So what you've actually made are shadows. So someone like Simri could actually skirt along a wall and have a shadow to hide in, something like that. But as far, you're on a lit stage, right? So even though it's haha, you're elevated, right? That kind of thing. And we're all 15 feet apart. So I can see what you're going for the penalty, but because we've kind of stacked up in this one corner.
Gotta try, man. Gotta try.
No. But just instead of just saying no, I will say that with said mood lighting, tables, ducking behind a chair, the walls have all become shadowy for those that want to move and then that kind of thing. Something like if say Niles had actually vaulted the bar quietly and ducked down, come up behind him, he may not have noticed it just because of the movement, corner of your eye. It's dim. You know what I mean? So there is effect of this, but it is kind of a, sad to say at this level, it's kind of a nickel and dime kind of effect, but not a bad idea.
Yep.
Because buffs stack, right? Made it harder for him to see, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, let's see if my aim is true. And with my whopping dexterity of 12 and base attack and yada, yada, yada. JC there, Nico. No. Oh, shit. Run away, dice.
My AC is 15, sir. One 5. 15.
I don't think that's good enough. Even with my bonuses. So he whips a pot at you. Anyway, he comes up with the pot and does it's like a guy's throwing a snowball at you. You see it coming and you just kind of yoink. Nice try. And that's me. I retrieve an item as a move action and I whip it at your face and it does not land its mark. Bringing us back to Luca. Oh, and also people are still shuffling to the door. Luca.
Well, as I said, I was watching the crowd. Does anyone look like they're getting ready to possibly join in?
No.
All right. In which case, I'll try.
They're looking for a good spectacle. Like I said, a lot of them are just kind of dragging their ass and got their coat on and it's dark in here. It fell over the fucking chair. Oh, get back up. I wonder what Bolgart's going to do. Oh, these guys are really laying into, no bloodshed, right? But,
in which case, I'll try a different approach to getting him on his ass. I'm going to cast Grease.
Okay. The shenanigans party, I love it. All right. Nice patch behind the bar there.
Yeah, just within his reach.
Do you have to see the ground? Do you have to see, you know what I'm saying? Because the bar actually blocks the square that you want to actually visually contact. Do you have to visualize it? If your target is concealed 100%, because it literally is a raised bar, and you want to do the ground under them, you may have to move.
Just one object or 10-foot square. I believe I'm at the bar. Can I not just see over it?
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm thinking of Niles, who's moving. Yeah, you just lean over. Doink. Sure.
Yep, I'll cast it. so
Sorry, you
that
have the.
one part
I'm
of it
thinking
is-
you're back in the room. Sorry, no, you're looking along the bar. You're not back in the room, right? When you said keep your eye on
Yes.
people, I suddenly had you amongst them in my brain. Sorry. I know. I'll get a grid for next time. Okay. Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah, so leaning
Please.
over the 5 foot past the bar that the proprietor's sitting in and attempting to accost my compatriots.
Okay.
And then the 5 feet and the 10 feet radius going back behind that into the bar itself will all be covered in grease.
Nice. As the anime, trapped in a world with my smartphone, he just kept casting slip on everybody until they gave up.
Mhm.
Slip and slip. Okay. Cool. Now the spell takes effect on yours, but I believe I need to move, or at least wait for my turn for any actual falling down, because I need to make an
Yes.
acrobatic check, right? So you grease up the floor, and we'll get back to you. Rom.
I'm going to stride forward, and can I
Did we
attempt
did
to?
we figure out if you're big or not?
No, he's not big.
Okay. Thank you.
Would I be able to reach over the bar and try and like grapple him and yank him over?
Yeah. Because he's like right at the bar whipping stuff. I don't see why not.
All right, perfect.
I will
Yeah.
give him a bit of a bonus because you're trying to grapple somebody through cover.
That's fine.
Okay. Like my CMD goes up because you're kind of off balance. You got to drag him over, kind of, as opposed to just wrestling him type of thing. It's going to look great though if you can pull this off.
11.
My
Ooh, probably not.
CMD, no, sorry.
Yeah. That would provoke an attack of opportunity if he has improved unarmed strike or a weapon that he's proficient with.
I was throwing pots, and like if I had a bottle in a hand, but I can't pick up the next one. So right now he's unarmed. However, I do have improved unarmed strike. I'm a bit of a brawler. I do have throw anything. So wonderful. So yeah.
Then give me a sucker
So he
punch.
popped you one. Boink. Unarmed strike. Armor class, sir.
19.
18 plus
Actually, it's 18 actually because
Okay.
I don't have my shield drawn.
22 minus 3 is 19. Right in the kisser. And, ooh, you know what? I will roll the good old D3 because they're fun. Doink. 3 points, sir. Plus 2, so 5. Non-lethal though, because it doesn't make my hits lethal. It just means that I can use them. I'm not a monk. When a civilian or something takes improved unarmed strike, it just makes it so that it's like I'm armed, but it doesn't actually, curb the non-lethal to lethal, because I went over this recently in another game. So 5 points of non-lethal damage as he decks you right in the mask.
Oh, sorry, we did remember that wrong. It is if you're in the space, you immediately have to make a save or fall.
Oh, okay. What's my save?
It is a reflex save, DC 15.
4, 6. Okay, so he falls on his ass. And on my go. Oh, well, okay, now he's down. You never would have reached. Way to mess with the timeline, Luca.
Maybe
that's
his punch just knocked him
No,
he
no.
lost balance when he threw the punch.
No. When we gotta suspend time, things can change. Okay, so because it's all happening simultaneously, you lunge to actually like try to grapple him, and wasn't your crappy dice roll? He falls on his ass because of a spell. It's not like you guys are announcing your intentions. Like, I'm gonna cast Grace now. Zwoop! You guys are not, because you guys are not communicating. You're all just doing random shit to the one poor guy, right? So anyway, and down he goes. Boom. I don't take damage. I'm just prone, right?
Yes.
Okay. To get up, I need to do what? Reflex again?
Getting up. Let's see.
Because I'm gonna get pissed and take
Walk
a swing
or
at
move
this guy.
within the grease at normal, half of normal speed with acrobatics check of 15.
Just want to get up.
Failure means that it can't move that round.
Yeah, that's moving within the grease. I just want to get up.
Um,
What was the original reflex?
the original reflex save was 15.
Okay, if I'm just standing there, I need 15 just to stay up. Then he probably needs 15 to get up. Just to be stable. Oh.
That is only when the spell is first cast. After that, it's all acrobatic saves. And there says nothing about getting up from prone. So I don't think there's a check for getting up. But if he starts to move after getting
So
up,
it's like first.
then he has
I
to make
believe
an acrobatics
I
check.
think it's 50. The acrobatics would be standing up on it, and then if you fail your DC 10 acrobatics check, you then have to make another reflex save of 15 or fall.
So what's the acrobatics?
DC 10 acrobatics.
Okay, I will give you this. Going with Aiden, but you literally said if I move within it, and standing is technically movement because I need a movement action to get up. So with a 13 plus my dex, so 14. Drop it by 3 is 11. He manages to stand with a 10. I take a swing at Mask Boy. Oof. Right? And land the same punch. But to stay up, or if I want to move, I need to do the reflex. Or immediately reflex now, because I'm moving violently. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So, what was the last part you said about the reflex? Like acrobatics to move within, and if you fail the acrobatics, then you make the reflex?
Yes.
Okay, so he gets up, bracing himself on the bar. I could even cheat and like say a +2 because he uses the bar to steady himself, but he gets up, leans on the bar for a little bit of sturdiness, and pops the big guy. So it all goes down according to the dice. It just played out a little differently.
And it actually can be lethal damage.
Oh, really?
The monk, like being monk, just gives you increased damage dice. Yeah, it says your unarmed strikes can deal lethal or non-lethal damage at your choice.
Just from the feet.
Yep, just from the feet, improved unarmed strike.
I must be thinking of a different system because I was going over this.
Maybe second edition? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe second ed.
Yeah, anyway, sorry. However, he does not want to kill you. He just wants to beat the shit out of you and have you leave. Like, I know who you are. You know what I mean? Like, smashing your teeth in the Baron's guy, not good, but he will, he'll brawl you. So I'm still going to go with the non-lethal. So anyway, he slams you one really good, and the floor is slippery, which brings us to Simri. Niles, you're on deck.
Yeah. So how many people are left meandering out of the bar?
So on Bolgart's go, I move people. If you want to keep doing what you're doing, I move them faster on your turn by what you did before. You know what I mean? Like, when I get to Bolgart, the 3 you would have done and the 3 that were behind him, that pack of 6 would have left. But you got 3 up front faster and they bailed. Then we got down to Bolgart and the room shifted. So now we're down to like, what is it? Like, we're still in like round 2. Right? So
I think you said there was like 3 or 4 people left.
no, we had 16 people in the bar. They cannot leave in 6 seconds. That's way too much.
No, you said that 3 or 4 people left.
Oh, right. So 4 people had, yeah, I 16, I jumbled it into groups of 4 times
Okay.
4, right? So 4 people were near the door. They just got up and left. That's movement of 30, double move, out they go. They're gone, right? The next guys, everyone else is hesitating. That's your other 12, right? Of the next group of 4 that could make it to the door and leave, Simri pushed along 3, and they just kept on going. With the intimidation, they're not even looking back, right? So
Yeah.
that brings us down to 11 people. So scooping the next group, right? Not Simri's turn, but my turn at the end of the round, it'll be the guy left over and the next pack of 4, which would be 5 more people. But Simri can speed them up and make sure that they don't stick around with the intimidation, right? Because these guys are now gawking. They're taking their time. They're still moving, but, it's all, oh, no. And it's dark, and we're flying over chairs. Kind of thing. Unless you want to do something else. You can also...
No,
you
because
can,
we don't want people watching.
Okay, you can try to intimidate and, grab, shove, that kind of thing. The problem with you guys at your level, unless you have feats for, like, mass intimidation or some kind of mass spell, you're targeting pretty much the guy in front of you, and, everyone does as they do.
Yeah, no, just give the closest guy a nice push on the shoulder and, announce to the people who are still taking their sweet ass time.
Okay.
Unless you guys would like to join the others on the floor, for going against the Baron's decree and all that, we will punish those who are not obeying. Get out. Another intimidation. Whee. Oh, goddamn, 8. Yes, I'm very intimidating for being 5'5" and the least intimidating person here.
Okay. So they're like, geez, Simmery, I remember when you were this big, and because these are the townspeople you grew up with, right? Your aunt was the sheriff. Like, they know you. Oh, little Miss Britches, you grow up and join the, kind of thing.
Of course, she talks a big game,
Yeah.
but she still cares about the people. That's why she's getting them out instead of letting them get beat up.
True, but as luck would have it, and reflecting your crappy roll, the people that you're targeting at the moment are like, they feel they know you, and this is not like you. It was such a nice girl. What? Professor Niles.
I'd like to aid with the bluff. Simmery,
Oh, okay.
don't make a mockery of Queen and Country.
That sounds like intimidate to me. She's intimidating, right? Like, if you want to aid, you got to use the same skill she's using.
Right, well,
If you want to do a bluff, she's like, she's not nice, and pull up a whole bunch of. When she was 12, she did this. She killed kittens. Oh my God, Simmery, and you've changed, right?
Jeez.
Like that kind of bluff, I will let back up her intimidate. But you know what I mean? Like if you're just
All right,
bleeding on,
a bluff. Well, bluff. This is the colonel. Do you want the cow?
Okay, roll.
She is offering you the easy path. There is a much worse path that is available if you prefer. Bluff of 20.
Okay. You say it so coldly and such straight face, and yet so refined from your education. They're creeped out, and like I said, the 6 that would have left on Bulgart, right? They kind of hustle up a bit and get the heck out of here. So that's 7 had left, and another 6. So we're down to like 6 to 12 ish.
Less down.
4.
Who
There
next?
were 16. 4 left
Right.
immediately. She hustled another 3. That's 7 have exited the bar. Now we're deciding what the next 6 do, right?
Yep.
So that brings us to 13. So I think there's really only 3 left because there's only 16 in the bar. So I think it's 3, not 4.
Yeah, I did my math wrong.
Yeah,
I said
no, it's
4,
fine.
but yeah, it was 3.
Oh no, I mean to stop you. Like, oh no, there's far more people. Actually, I think I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. So that's Niles. Nico. Pauses for dramatic effect.
All right. I will draw myself up, fold my arms across my chest, look at Brahm. You're only making this more difficult on yourself. If you come peacefully now, I will overlook this outburst. I can understand. You are upset. And I bark at him.
Woof. It's a habit when you get nervous. Woof.
Um,
Come along peacefully, right?
and yeah, I will. Can you demoralize somebody further if they're already intimidated? I don't think you can you?
Nope. Once a demoralization attempt has occurred, you can't attempt to re-demoralize them for 24 hours, I want to say, unless you have special feats. Even then, I don't even think that's in base Pathfinder's first edition.
It could be
Then I
that
think
person,
I'm going to.
but and his
just
might run out, but
I think I'm going to inflict pain again. Why not, right? DC 15 Fortitude, please, sir.
When in doubt, ow.
natural 1.
Aha.
How much is
All
that?
right, so that is 2d6.
Yeah.
So 4 and 2 plus 2, so 8 points of non-lethal damage.
I would like to correct myself very quickly. You can attempt to intimidate an opponent again, but each additional check increases the DC by +5. This increase resets after 1 hour has passed.
Right,
Okay.
there you go.
But yeah, that's fine. I'll still inflict pain.
Okay. My turn. I'm going to climb up on the bar, get out of the grease zone. Natural 1. Because failing, he doesn't move. But if you fail by 5, you actually fall. So yeah, he gets like 1 foot up on the bar. It looks like he's going to heave himself, right? And then there's just like his own weight or something, like the foot just before he like shifts his weight, and he just slides right off the bar and goes down again, cursing. And I will use my second movement to crawl. No, actually, I'm going to stay down here. I do something with my movement, but you guys can't see it. Getting pissed off. No more Mr. Nice Bartender. Luca!
Well, can I see it?
Yep. Perception?
Perception check of 7.
He pulls a long object from the bar. A baseball bat? A warhammer? A crutch? Not sure. He plants it on the ground and tilts up the handle and uses it to prop himself up. So maybe it's just a utensil, but there's nothing that big that you'd use behind the bar besides some kind of weapon. So it looks like he's retrieved some kind of weapon, you're not sure, and it looks like he's not like getting it and lying in wait like he's going to come up and smack somebody. He literally looks like he's grabbed a weapon, he's using it like a crutch to try and steady himself. Bar in one hand, crutch on the floor, and get back up. But I use my
Looks
move
like
action
someone
to get the weapon, right? So
Looks like someone is planning to use a weapon against an official of the law.
what? No, just get up. What do you do?
Oh, that's what I announced to my compatriots.
Yeah, I know, it's great. Everyone stops at the bar cold and looks. They don't see. There's just you leaning over, going, "Hey, everyone! He's getting a gun!" Right? Like, everyone stops cold, much to the professor and Simri's. Seriously,
That's the thing about, like,
he's got a weapon. Seriously, the entire crowd, the last 3 guys, stop dead and go, "Huh? Really? We're gonna have a real fight? All right." What do you do, Luca? You gotta move left, I'm sure. The look out is a feat that causes an action kind of thing. It's to draw attention.
Oh yeah, no,
themselves.
I was just announcing it to announcing it to my friends so they don't get
Yep.
caught unawares. And also, since the crowd heard, that means we have even more evidence for when we go and put him in stocks.
You do anything else?
I'll cast Disorienting Quake,
Okay.
which is a DC 14 Fortitude save.
14 fortitude. I love the fact that this guy's best stat is fortitude, and he constantly fails them because these dice are cursed. Natural 1, son of a.
Target
These
is
dice
shaken
are.
for 1
These
round.
are the official. Look at this. Look at this. These are the official Pathfinder Hell's Vengeance dice.
Well, yeah. Of course they're doing bad for you. They're meant to help us, the evil characters.
I'm rolling for a good aligned character. That's what the problem
Exactly.
is, obviously.
That would do it.
Natural 1. Oh, crap. What happens to me now? I'm almost afraid to ask.
Well, you're shaken for 1 round,
Oh,
and you
I'm already shaken. Can I be stirred or something? Jesus.
and you must make a DC 20 acrobatics check or fall prone.
I'm already on the ground. I never got up.
I thought he used the thing to help
I
him
said
stand
it
up.
looks like he was trying to do that, but at the end I said because he's used his move action to retrieve it, he doesn't actually get up.
Oh, well, in that case, I probably wouldn't have bothered.
Well, it's cast now.
Yeah.
There's just so many opportunities of take backsies. It's just like, nah.
That's fine.
However, I will tell you this. Because I failed so badly, okay, as he's planting the weapon, he loses it. It slips from his grasp as he face plants, and it skitters out of his reach. I'll give you that for the spell. You've disarmed him. Well played. Rom. In Rom. I forgot how big you are. Just reach over the bar.
I'm not enlarged.
Oh, right.
so
Sorry. We didn't go.
I'm still medium size.
Oh, this battle is a sham. Okay. Not on your part, mine. You
will-
guys are doing great. I'm doing terrible.
So is the path against the back wall behind the bar clear of the grease?
He spread it really nicely and thick. Let's have that range again there, Mr. Tamlin. Luca?
It's a 10-foot radius, and I centered it so that part of it would technically be on the bar, but the most of it is in the entryway into behind the bar, and then 5 feet on both sides at the entrance after you go in.
Oh, so it wasn't even under him? Because I was in the corner. Right in the corner of the L.
Well, then it would be pretty well following that whole corner and then the bar corner.
Okay. So a 10-foot square. Like the bar is not quite 5 foot deep. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
See how the doors occupy almost a 5 foot square, right? So let's say you see the curtain, right? That's 5 feet. And the wall that's butted up against the bar next to the curtain, even that we could say is a stretch of 5 feet, right? So the end of the bar is about 10 feet long, plus a 5 foot gap to the wall is 15 feet. He's right in the corner there. Okay, so without a whole bunch of take backsies, if you wanted to plaster and get him, you got to get like sort of the one proverbial foot. Okay, so unless you want me to keep on my feet and redo this whole fight, I'm gonna have to say that it's it's under him,
Oh, no, that's fine.
or okay, he's moved along this bar, right? He was in the corner, slamming down. He moves towards the back wall, towards the edge of the bar, that corner, to get pots and pans. You lay down your 5 foot of edge and under him, and he's floundering right at the end of the L. So I'm actually over here. Okay, so I'm assuming the floor at least looks slick. So no, Rom, the spell is kind of blocked off that corner.
Okay.
You'd have to suffer my ice skater's wrath fate.
Alrighty. Well, I will draw my shield as a swift action as I move to the edge of the grease patch and just stand there and be like,
There you go.
give yourself up now. You've drawn a weapon. Do not make your fate worse.
Dude's like beat ready, so pissed. Okay. Simri. Nobody exploded from behind the bar with a Gatling gun or anything. Like, everyone's waiting, holding their breath, right? And he's got a weapon. He's definitely got a weapon. And then another one of you guys goes around going, you drew a weapon. We all saw it, right? Stay down, man. And they're all kind of like holding their breath like, is he getting up? Is there a weapon? They're just kind of frozen in time here. What do you want to do?
Push the nearest person
Yeah.
at the door gently.
Nothing to see.
Like-
Okay. Re-up the intimidate.
Fists of cloth in hand, grab 2 people, out.
Here you go. Scruff, scruff, shove.
22.
No, that's the best part when they say non-combatant in the module. They're like furniture, one in each hand. Off you go. Get out. Professor Niles. I'll even give you that one. You just come on, let's go. Shoo.
Move! Get out of the way!
Niles is pushing them on. Okay. So now there's still 3 people in here, but because they stopped cold, right, and then Niles and Simri re-upping them, they are literally getting them to the door. And next round they'll be out, but they've been ushered right to the door. Professor Niles. Out, out, out. That's it.
Move!
Nico.
I'm starting to get upset. Please, do not make me take drastic measures here.
Okay.
And I will.
You stated you were keeping an eye on Riles.
Yep.
Riles has inchwormed, like when you left the stage, he waited around, and on this round, like we're in our 3rd round, he's crawling along the edge of the stage and oozing himself onto the ground, trying to stay low and just kind of leave. He is trying to leave because you said everybody out, right? But he's trying to go
No, I
unnoticed.
said except for him.
Yeah.
Kicked him, and then.
But you kind of
But he's trying to sneak
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, Normally, if you hadn't said I keep an eye on him, then I'd go with like bluff, distraction, perception. Where'd he go? But you literally said, well, I'm gonna keep, is he there? Yep, cast. Is he there? Yep, cast. Is he there? Nope. Oh, there he goes. Right. Anyway, I will give him a stealth roll in the low lighting. The problem is it's not low lighting for you. You actually have low light vision, right?
Nope.
So yeah, you see Captain Crow Hat, purple cape, orange brightly colored vest.
Yeah, it is. It's like
yeah, I blend, right? Anyway, he's sneaking off. What do you do?
I'm gonna inflict pain on him too.
How many spells? Is this a cantrip or are you just?
No, these are my level ones, but I get
Okay.
to cast 5 of them
Okay,
per day.
off we go. What's my save?
So
Okay,
your save is DC 15 Fortitude.
okay. 16 plus. I save. Is that half?
He
Or?
saves.
Yeah.
No, he just doesn't take the penalties, but he still takes the damage.
Okay.
So this is 2d6 plus 2. Oh yeah. So 7 and 2 is 9.
I take damage
Points
on
of
on a
non-lethal.
save. Really?
Yeah. So
Wow.
okay. So, saving makes it so that you no longer suffer the penalty to attack rolls, skill checks, and ability checks.
Right.
Oh, sorry. No, it is half damage. My bad. I had to scroll down. Was missing a line. So you take 4 points of non-lethal damage.
Shove. Ow. Ew. Okay.
Be still.
Bolgart reaches out for his warhammer. Okay. Can't do that. Throw anything is nice, but it's not like I have any kind of prone fighting skills. I mean, I guess I could throw it from the ground, but it'd be a huge penalty. Oh, what the hell. Anyway, he reaches for the warhammer, right? And he tries to do that guy in space, like chuck it one way and slide away kind of thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But I'm actually going to target Rom. So as a move action, I retrieve my warhammer. And then I try to use my throw anything feat to throw it at Rom, like an axe, end over end. And hoping the momentum will squish me like to some dry ground all in one go. Because, like I said, I've been around the world and back. Anyway, at least a -4 penalty for some kind of weird-ass throw for prone fighting on my butt. 10 plus... No. With the penalties and everything, no. Anyway, it's not bad. This thing comes flying at you, Rom. And I'll even say it's nice that it connects, but not with you. It actually hits the bar and just kind of goes cantering off because he's throwing it.
I mean, I do have my shield up.
Yeah, well, if I actually hit you with the shield, you go, ah, you hit me! You all saw it! Get him, and then death's the and I do that. I rolled crappy enough, thank God, that I actually didn't hit the officer. I just chucked, everyone sees the Warhammer kind of go up, arc, and it's not...
He already punched him in the face. We're way beyond that point.
I punched him nicely in the face and tried to kill him, man.
Nicely. Okay.
You punch a cop in the face, you deck a cop, it's like, ah, copper! Yeah, the guy's in full armor to shield. People go, okay, he's got balls. Pick up a sledgehammer and whip it at a cop? That's far worse. Anyway, love tap. Thank you, Severus. That's funny. Kind of chat. Love you, love. Smack! I slap you! Anyway, I fail. I miss. But I do manage to get, like, a little bit of a skitter. Try to get my one cheek onto dry ground. Next round, Luca. He's going for high ground. I mean, dry ground. I mean, he's almost getting away. It's like the Zamboni bit with Deadpool.
Oh, is he trying to go, like, out the back door?
He's headed towards you because you were further up the bar. He tried to use the momentum of reverse hammer throw to slide him towards the curtain. Sort of a retreating attack. What do you do?
Then... Yeah, I guess now would be when I would go with another disorienting quake, just at least to get the second off. Until he stands up, I can't do much.
Jeez, how many spells have you got?
Oh, that's a cantrip.
Damn it. Disorienting quake is a cantrip. You cause an earthquake underneath a guy with a cantrip.
Yes,
This is at 1,001 spells, yeah?
it is.
That one book I allowed. All right.
Chaotic energy is violently shaken to sort the target of. It's not an earthquake. It's just he's shaking.
Oh, disorienting quake is in like I'm quaking in my boot. Sorry, I'm picturing like the. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Have at me. Saving throw?
That's okay. I pictured
it's
the
a
same
saving
thing.
throw.
Yeah. Sorry?
It is a saving throw.
And
He needs to make a DC 14 fortitude.
this I can do. With a 19. Plus my 7. 26. Even with penalties. Haha. I save. I'm not very quaky since I'm already kissing the ground. Anything else, sir?
Yep. No, I think that's about it for now.
Okay. Rom.
So
10 feet from you on the edge of the patch, heading away. Dude threw a warhammer at you. It clatters on the ground at your feet. Like an actual warhammer. Evidence.
Yeah.
Evidence.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up 10 feet
Okay.
and run and try and clear the patch.
Oh, jump over it?
Yeah.
And,
just
jump
straight
jump over him because he's still in the patch.
Yes.
Okay.
This
Getting your feet far off the ground to clear a patch of thin grease is not hard, but clearing an actual guy that's on the edge of 10 feet, that may not be so easy. But I want to see you try.
I never said it was going to be easy.
I thought you were going to like skateboard slide on the shield. Hi. Wee.
Skateboard, slide on the guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
just jump onto
do
him.
the power bomb. He just does the belly flop, shield down. Ah! 20.
So that should actually be a 16.
Oh, okay.
Because for whatever
Your
reason,
armor.
my armor check penalty isn't being added.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah. So 16,
Okay.
and for long jump, it is 1 for 1. So I go 16 feet across, and then divide it by 4 for height. So I jump 4 feet in the air, 16 feet across.
Oh my god, he does it. The guy in armor with a shield goes, puts his ass against that little tiny corner, goes, and you just see the like. You can imagine like a knight, like, you know what I'm saying? He's got the mask, he's upright, he's carrying a shield, and the legs just kind of go bicycling in the wheel, and he just clears the, like, almost as high as the bar. You guys see his hips clear the bar, and dude's like down flat on his ass, practically prone, and he lands past Balgart on the dry ground.
Yeah.
The crow, stone crow that was guarding the back door, bursts through the curtain and holds up a little 10. Nicely done, Rom. Simri. I'm assuming that's like all kinds of movement, so that's your thing.
Putting the
Yeah, double move
Yeah.
at least.
sitting there chewing popcorn and pushing people out the door at the same time.
You're next. You're next. Yeah.
Watching the show, but yeah,
They're learning how to
pushing
fight
people.
together. It's so cute. You know, the new guys, the old guys.
I see. I knew they'd get along.
Beating on the guy.
Pass some popcorn over to the doctor.
Two.
I'm a little distracted, so my 9 on intimidation.
Okay. You, the doctor, and like the one remaining civilian are all sitting there watching, eating, and you guys just forget about the last guy with just re-roll.
The intimidation comes across. Want some popcorn?
Yeah. He's the guy that has
How's
it.
that intimidating? Oh, it's not.
He
It's
pops up
not.
with a bag of dates or nuts, and you guys are like, "Oh, thanks." Gets to stay and watch the show.
You'll share, right?
Yeah, right. Niles.
The scary part is that a peasant might have touched something here.
What do you want to do, Niles? You just let it play out.
Yeah, it seems that's. Yeah, there's still the chattel that need to be moved.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You guys have hustled them
Um,
to the door. There's the last 3 guys at the door, right? When we get
yeah.
when we get past Nico, those 3 will leave, except for that last one with the bag of nuts. It's like, here you go. Just take his popcorn and shove it. Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Convince him that it's in his best interest to leave.
Okay. Intimidate.
Bluff. Can I lie?
Isn't it not in his best interest to leave? How would it be not in his best interest to leave at this time? Sarcastically ask him to stay. I know you're trying to lean into the skill that you're better at, but it's like,
No.
fool me once.
I know. I appreciate it. All right, intimidate. All right. Oh no. Okay, sure. No, we'll send. We'll full send.
Okay.
All right.
Go.
Oh, the force.
Part of the cards. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there you go. 16, -2 with a 14. It's like, you really should go. And you should leave me those yummy dates. He's like, oh. They just start wandering right out the door.
All right, I tell him to leave. He goes leave, and then it's the after fact like, and you should leave the dates.
Leave the dates with me. That was delicious, yummy. No, you can go. Oh, damn. Nico.
I'm tired of this. Simmery, keep an eye on the bird. And I'm
Got
going
it.
to walk. It's going to probably be a double move up to so that I'm in line with Brahms, but on the other side of the
Patch, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're just going to give up on Riley?
I just called Simmery to
Okay.
watch.
Okay. So move, and that's it.
That's it.
Okay. The guy gives you his dates. Bitches. 2 copper for that. And they all finally kind of file out of here. Bolgart. I got a guy looming in front of me. I'm gonna grapple you. Hi there. From prone, which is not easy, but combat maneuver bonus of 4, -4 for trying to fight while prone.
Goes in for the leg lock.
Still suffering penalties, so I'm at -3. So
What round is 3? Okay. Yeah.
16. What's your CMD?
CMD is 17.
Okay. No. Oh, sorry. With the 3, it'd be more like 13. So anyway, so he tries to like grab your leg and belt and like, grab onto you and pull you up and, get into some wrestling. But can't seem to, get a purchase. Luca, round 4. If I could hold out 5 rounds against 5 dudes, you're all fired. Seriously, Luca, what do you want to do?
He doesn't happen to be wearing any metal, does he?
I might have a kitchen knife on me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I was going to.
I forgot.
Oh no,
Yeah,
actually,
this is
I
your
need to be
combat.
able to touch that.
Okay. Whoa.
Hmm.
Yo. Big piggy nose, the big overbite, beady little eyes,
I can use speak animal pig.
Yeah.
Does that count?
Well, there's definitely an unusual and familiar scent wafting off this guy, Professor, but we'll get into that another day. So, Luca.
See, the difficulty is that I don't particularly. I'll hold an action for if he stands up.
Sure. Ready in action.
Yep.
Okay.
I ready disorient and quick for if he stands up.
Okay. If he gets up, you're going to put him down.
Yep.
No problem. Rom, you stick the landing. Spin around. Dude's trying to
yes,
the guy's trying to climb up the back of you, grab you from behind with the belt and the knee and try to, pull you down as he pulls himself up and wrestles you kind of thing. Get into some mud wrestling. Rom, but he fails.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the trusty shield on my right.
Did you have your
or on my
sword
left
out?
arm. I did not have my sword out, just the shield.
Okay. I do not have improved grapple. So if I try to grapple you, that actually provokes. If you want to shield bash him.
Absolutely, I would.
Okay. I mean, it is kind of a stretch, but technically you can shield with bash and bash with shield, so.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So 18. He climbs up your belt, and, whether he was successful or not failing, you just turn around and whack him with the shield, or like lay it behind you. With a 18?
Would be 4 lower for non-lethal.
Still hits him.
So 14.
Still hits him.
And 5 points of non-lethal damage.
5 points of annihilation. Whack. Ow. Can you? Oh, so you're giving yourself a 4 penalty to use a weapon non-lethally? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. Still strike. Still get 5, and he's still fighting. Still here. Dude's taking like 20 points of non-lethal gluttony, and he's still here.
Well, on my turn, I'll do it again. I'll just hit him again on the
Wait,
head.
just whacking him. Okay. Shield bash. 50, yeah.
So that'd be an 11 to hit.
Yeah, that's actually my AC. I'm a naked +1 12 ace dex guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no armor or anything.
Yeah.
Who happens to be prone in front of you.
That's true. You
Yeah,
actually have a
that's
+4 to hit. If I could just get to my feet, you'll be sorry.
So that's another 6 non-lethal.
Is the shield bash D3 or D4? What size is your shield?
So it's a light shield, but I have spikes, which increases it by 1. So it is D4 plus 3.
It increases it by +1 to damage, or increases it by 1 dice of damage?
By 1 dice of damage.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yep.
Whack. So you're non-lethally smacking me with a spiked shield. Stay between the spikes.
Yeah, well, I'm hitting him with the edge of it.
Yeah, sure.
Because like there's the spikes like all around.
It took you -4.
The middle.
Oh yeah, I just thought it was kind of
But
funny.
there's the metal band on
Okay.
the outside for the reinforcement. Wow.
The whole evil show, in case you the audience haven't figured out, is PG because we don't see the violence. That's happening behind the bar. You just see him lift his spike shield and come down with it. Lift the spike shield on the edge and come down with it. We don't actually see any blood and gore. I think when you guys were playing heroes in 4 other podcasts, you guys were more lethal than playing evil dudes, just trying to arrest a guy. Like, that's hilarious. I love it.
Because we're just trying to arrest a guy.
I know.
Yeah.
It's gonna get worse.
We aren't having to deal with monsters.
Anyway,
Oh, trust me.
night.
If he doesn't go down soon,
Oh, he does.
I'm going to light him on fire.
Nope. Rom lifts the shield, comes down, and good night, sweet prince. Bash, and he's out cold. Simri makes sure that the last guy leaves the deck and heads off into the night. Cronin enjoys some dried dates, and Nico, sad-faced, puts out his fingers from the fire he was about to conjure. And we will
Turns towards the bard.
turns towards the bard. And we will see you all next time. Next week. Hopefully closer to 8 o'clock this time. On the Foul Play Podcast. Say goodnight, Simri.
Good night.